Hello, I'm Mystic Flower. Today's video is going to be showcasing my most special deck out of my whole tarot collection, and it is the Mystic Flower Tarot deck. Now this is such a limited edition that there's only one of these that exists in the whole world, and you're going to actually get the opportunity to view it here. This is my own deck. I made it myself, so this is not something that you're going to find in the store anywhere else. But I'm going to take it a step further. Not only am I going to show you every card of this deck, I'm going to also show you how you can make your own deck. So hopefully I'll inspire you after viewing my deck. Maybe I'll inspire you to do your own creation, and that'd be fantastic that I'll be able to have that positive influence on you. You'd be surprised how you might already have the material around your house to be able to do this and get your project started right away. So I'm going to show you, first of all, my favorite card out of the whole deck, and that is the High Priest. This is the image that I use for the High Priest, and so this is what the front of the card looks like and the back of the card. I like to go with bigger cards, and the reason why is because there's more of the image that you'll be able to appreciate, opposed to when you have smaller cards, it's like the image get compacted in a small space. And if you're like me, that sometimes your eyesight might not be the best, it's nice to have bigger giant cards to be able to view it right off the bat, without having to look in deeper. But so this side that I made the deck is 4x6. What I use to do the card is I use photo paper, and it already comes pre-sorted in that size, so you don't have to do anything except print it in that size. Now I don't promote any particular brand of photo paper, so you could buy yours anywhere. You could buy it at Walmart, you could buy it at Staples. Maybe you already have some in your house. Use those. They also make 3x5, they make 5x7, so you can make giant size card 5x7, which I think is fabulous. You could really view it really nicely. Not so much fun for shuffling, but it's a nice option that you're able to make 5x7s, which is something very rare in the market. I do have one deck that is giant that I use for teaching, and that's the Rider-Waite, but the 4x6 is the one that I use for here, and it's my favorite size. You could really appreciate much better the image at a bigger printout. So with that, this is what the paper originally looked like when you start, just a blank paper. Since you print on both sides, you print the image on this side and the second side. Now, how did I get that rounded corner to look so beautiful? It looks just so much better. It's in the craft store. They have, I'm not sure the actual name, but maybe to cut corners. And what you do is that you insert it right there and just press on it, and it cuts the corner perfect every time. Do not try to use a scissor to cut round corner. That not gonna work. It come out different every cut. With this one, it's perfect every single time. So that's a little shortcut and a trick to make those beautiful round corner. Now, image. Where did the person get the image? Right off the internet. What I did is I Google for every 78 cards an image that I thought portray that card. For example, here with the High Priest, I Google priest, high priest, different names that I might think, intuition, you could use secrets, you could use so many keywords to get images. Now when you Google that, go to the tab that says images, and it brings you all the images pertaining to that. And then all you have to do is sort throughout, look which image you say, I like that image. Take that image, apply it, and you could crop it and put it how you would like to do it. You could even do a collage if you like, but that's one quick way of doing it. It is going to be your own deck, so it could be whatever you want it to be. You know, you can't go wrong. Most important is that you're selecting an image that you relate to, an image that you like to look at, that you're going to be enjoying it. That's why I love my deck so much, because it was my interpretation of the card. I do not know how to draw very well. I've been taking classes, but I'm very amateur. And so for me, drawing each card, it's not an option at this moment. So instead I select images right off the internet. So once I select the images, I have them print them out. Now on the back of the card, to make it look professional, I also found an image of a backup card and applied it to the card. And so that's how I did that. Now the third thing that I did, and this is a little trick, and that is in the bottom of the card, you will need to put what's the name of the card. For example, this is the number 2 of the major arcana, which is the high priest. So you will need to put in the bottom of the card whether it is a 2 of cup, a 10 of cup, or king or queen. You will need to add that to the card. Now the way that I did it is that I use the clear address label, and so it printed out very nice and professional, and you could use it in different colors, different sizes, and so you have way more options on how to do the bottom of the card. And I'll just zoom in a little closer. Maybe you're able to see that there. Yes, and so that's the way I did my personal deck. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, is I'm going to take you on a tour of every card. So that's 78 cards, and you'll get to see some very interesting images, some images that you can relate to. They are friendly, colorful, just so many good things that I could appreciate, especially more because I made it and it was a labor of love. It is a project that if you decide to take on for yourself, it will take some time, because like I said, it's 78 card, but it's worth it and a lot of fun. And so I'll take you on the tour. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is actually the bag that I keep my deck in. And this holds the 4x6 nicely. And what you see in here is this beautiful satin material, vibrant color. And so we have a majestic tree of life. I just love the tree of life, and so I found this to be such a gorgeous addition to my collection of tarot bag. And so it has some fringes with beads on it. Just lovely, just something I found on the internet. And like I said, I needed a bag that was large enough to hold the 4x6. So the cards that you'll be viewing here is my own personal deck, limited edition, one of a kind, no other available in the market, just for me. And so this is the first card that I have, and what you see in here is the full card. For the image that I got for the full card, I wanted to portray somebody that's carefree, and I love the colorful vibrant colors that it portrays here. And to me, this is the perfect image of what a fool looks like, kind of carefree, walking through the world. Second one is the magician, and the magician is the number 1 card in the major arcana. I use a female. It's all about the divine feminine energy with me, and so I wanted to have a female doing the creation, and so I got a female magician. My favorite card is the High Priest, and so this is actually a High Priest from Mayan, which is South America, and she portrayed perfectly to me an image of what a high priest should look like. What she portrays is that she's getting her knowledge from higher power above, and I love that she has her arm stretched up and above, and it seems like lightning is coming into her hand, into her revelation. She's looking within, she has her eyes closed, and so this is a wonderful image for me full of color, vibrant color, costume wise and everything of what a high priest is. We have the Empress car, and the Empress car is a beautiful, colorful image again, and she's very gentle, vibrant, beautiful. She certainly is very beautiful, and so this image portrays that to me. We have the Emperor, and for the Emperor card, I was looking for somebody that shows authority, somebody in authority, has power, likes to dictate to other what to do, and so this image pretty much spoke to me. The Hierophant. And again, I have problem pronouncing this word, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. He basically portrays somebody that's conform in his way of thinking, kind of rigid. And for the Lover card, what an amazing image that is. It portrays passion, love, just a wonderful connection that two people could have. The Chariot card. And Chariot card is usually depicted by two horses, one white, one black. But in this image, the chariot, it is a magical chariot. And so it is actually soaring into the sky. And so it's half horse, half human. And we have two males gliding up in the air. I like that they have unison in where they're heading, which makes it powerful in their way of gliding to the image. And so in the end of the carriage, it has a beautiful symbol in the front, just kind of a goddess, female energy again. I'm all about the female divine energy, and so to me this was a very powerful image for a chariot card. We have the Strength, and I love all the different color and variation that this image had. Again, we have the beautiful lady caressing the lion, and the lion just looks like a pussycat there, just enjoying being handled in such a gentle and such a soft way. For the Hermit, what a better image than a Buddhist meditating. He's going within and he's seeking the answer within himself. The mantra that he's using, that's actually a mantra that I use a lot while I meditate, and it's like a sacred heart. You're holding the power of the heart and illuminating it. And so it's a very powerful mantra that if you use during your meditation, it could heighten the sensation and your thought pattern and everything. So this is the image that I have used for Hermit. The Wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, what a wonderful way then to have the world, but it's also illuminated as green, as something fruitful. All the hands turning it in different directions. So there's hands of different colors here being portrayed, and so for me it shows different opportunity that may be coming, all surrounded around you. So that's why I have used this image for the Wheel of Fortune. The Justice card, and this is actually a statue that they had for sale, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous as the Justice card, where she has in her hand the balance. She's holding in balance there, and then she also has the sword to cut for justice. So that's the image I used for the Justice card. And the Hangman. And so with this one, I went with this image just because I love the color. And this is an image already that I think is the illuminated card, but it is from another deck of card. But I just love that image. It very colorful, the costume and everything. Just was what I wanted to portray into a hangman. Now for the Death card, I didn't want anything. I didn't want a Grieper or anything like that. I wanted a different interpretation to show that. And the death card is a dead end. That to me was a perfect description of a dead card transformation, something that's going to come to an end. The Tempress. Again, this is a fairy, and she was so lovely. I just thought she was so pretty with her wings, and I like if she has magic coming out of her from one cup into the other, just smooth and glide. Temptation. So this is the little devil, and I named it Temptation. No need to say that she's the devil because she looks like the devil, but this is the much prettier version of the devil, and she is seductress, and she might be deception, but she sure does look good, so I wanted a sexy hot devil. For the Tower, what other image than what happened on 9/11, where it's a disruption, it's something that just and I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that word, but it's catastrophic. You know what I'm trying to say. I apologize. My language sometimes is a barrier, but basically this is the tower image that I use for was the 9/11 event, which sadly happened, but it is a very powerful image. You cannot view this image and not be moved by it and not feel the impact that it portrays. For the Star, oh, here we have a lovely lady, and she has stars in her outfit, and I love this major star. I like the color yellow. Yellow is such a happy color, and it was just something that I thought was beautiful because of the colors. For the moon, here I have a fairy and the moon in the back, and so I like her pose. I like flower in her hair because I'm Mystic Flower, so to me this was the perfect image for the moon card. The sun, how fun is that? And one of my most favorite flower is the sunflower. And so with this image, I like that they combined it in a swirl and blue. So these are colors that I love very much. And this is my sun card. The Judgment card. This image has so much detail to it, and that I could just look at it for a long time and just use it for meditation. I love the angel of the wing and how powerful his image is. You know, who originally made the image for this card was brilliant, just brilliant. And so that to me is the perfect Judgment card. The World card, and again this portrays Gaia, Mother Earth. What a better world card than to have it nurture in her arms, and her hair is green, which is the color of fertility. It's wonderful, very colorful image. This is my world card. Now I'm going to show you the first of the Ace card, the Minor Arcana. I start with the Ace, and the reason I chose this image where the monkey is caressing a cute kitten is because it portrays an emotion. It's the beginning of emotion, and so I cannot view this image and not be moved by feelings and feeling that infatuation. That's why I use this wonderful image on my Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. I thought this to be a very classic image. It reminds me something you will find at a Valentine card. I like the old world view, you know, where it looks like a married happy couple. This to me is what bonding is about and what it would look like in an image. The Three of Cups. It just wouldn't be the same without having three gals celebrating and toasting and having fun. It's all about celebration. Now we have the Four of Cups, and in the Four of Cups, it looks like she is basically stuck, stale, things look boring, you're in the office. This to me is a perfect image of what a 4 of Cups would look like. You lack of interest, things are boring. How many times we have been in a workplace look like that? Oh. And then we have our 5 of Cups. And in our 5 of Cups, we have beautiful color images, you know, out in nature. And he's turned away from 2 of the Cups. There's 3 that are still there. But it just portrays kind of a loss, a disappointment. For the 6 of Cups, I put this charming young man smelling the flower. It to me portrays innocent. This is what somebody that's innocent or that has good intention will look like. The 7 of Cups, and here she has two shoes in her hand, but there's more shoes right beforehand. So she's either have too many options. This is what it looks like to me, having too many options, which is shoes. What woman does not have a collection of shoes? And so that to me is the perfect 7 of Cups. For the 8 of Cups, I put the image of a young gal, and a beautiful young gal she is, walking away. She looks like she's moving on. She's going off in her direction, all on her own. The 9 of Cups, because I am a cat lover, I had to incorporate cat into my cards. And so the 9 of Cups, he is all about pleasure. And he looks so content. That is the cutest cat. Give him a kiss. For the 10 of Cups, it was about family values. And so this is what better family value is to be gathered on a Thanksgiving table. And again, these are older folks, and so they've probably been through a lot. And you know what? Look how happy everybody in the car looks. Everybody in the car is so happy. And to me, this portrays perfectly family value and happiness. Now in my deck, my own deck, I put instead Daughter of Cups. So I have Daughter and Son of Cups. And so for Daughter of Cups, I wanted an image of somebody that's sweet, that's sensitive, and a little bit romantic. And to me, she portrayed that. And again, there's a flower in her hair. And since I'm Mystic Flower, you know that I'm gonna have flower everywhere. So I put instead the Son of Cups. And so the Son of Cups would take place of the Knight of Cups. As the Knight of Cups, I was looking for an image of somebody that had deep feeling or idealistic. And you could tell in his deep thoughtness, like he puts a lot of thoughts into what he does. And so that's why I use this image. Now, Mother of Cups. So instead of Queen of Cups, I used the title Mother. So I made it all to be a family. So the king is going to be the father. The queen is going to be the mother. The knight is going to be the son. And then the daughter is going to be the page. So as the Mother Cup, I wanted somebody that will portray tender-heartedness. Somebody that's compassionate. And so this lovely angel has a weary soul resting on her lap. And to me, that shows compassion in the deepest, beautiful way. So my Father of Cups, I just love the outfit that he was wearing, how vibrant that color purple comes out, the lighting shedding on his light. And as the King of Cups, it portrays somebody that's wise, somebody that's patient. And so this image did that for me. Now I'm going to start with the Page of Pentacles, which is the coins. And so as the beginning of that, I have somebody holding their hand, and they have a potted plant growing from their hand. So it's very much a grounding, showing grounding, as the Ace of Pentacles is all about prosperity. And to me, prosperity will come from what you your thoughts and your hands into. The Two of Pentacles, which is all about juggling, and we women and men also, but we tend to manage a lot going on. So here she has a laptop, juggling a laptop, the pot for cooking, the iron, and time. And so we're constantly juggling our schedule. We're constantly juggling our chores. We're constantly juggling our work. And so to me, this image portrays what a Two of Pentacles should be. Now the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration and planning. And so here I have some workers that are planning. They're working on a plan, and they're coming together to bring this forward, and it takes collaboration. And so this to me is what planning and collaboration looks like. The Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is about excessive control or resisting. Also, you're resisting. And so here we have the dog resisting the owner pulling on the leash. That to me was a very powerful image, and you could get the sense of how he's fighting off and just putting up a fight. The Five of Pentacles, and boy, does he has a weight on his shoulder. I like the little saying there. I know you probably cannot see because it's tiny, but it says, "Can I get some help here, please? This is getting heavy." And so it's all about hardship. Five of Pentacles, it's all about hardship, and this to me portrays that. The Six of Pentacles, it's about generosity, and it's about giving to others. The Seven of Pentacles. In the Seven of Pentacles, I have here this worker, and he's actually measuring how much the tree has been growing. And so he is reviewing. He is also seeing his result. And so he's making an assessment. And this image portrays that very well. The Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about attention to detail. So we have two lab worker, and they're working closely on molecules and putting a lot of attention and detail. You could see her concentration going into it, how her penetrating look stares into it. So it's all about putting attention to detail. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles, and it's about doing a conformable lifestyle. Again, I like the yellow. I guess yellow might be one of my favorite colors. I have so many, but I like how you could see her expression in her face and get the sense of feel. A person that's independence, that is refined. She likes to refine things in life. So she has a glass of champagne. She has this big sunglasses. Fabulous. She might have a bad hair day, but it doesn't matter. She'll put a beautiful scar and she'll look fabulous. The Ten of Pentacles, and so we have a fortune teller here, and it's about being established. And so she looks very conformed there, you know, an established person, secure. She secure herself, and you know, as a fortune teller, I had to incorporate a fortune teller into one of the decks. So the Daughter of Pentacles, which will be the page, and I wanted to put somebody that's practical. So here we have maybe somebody from the 50s, and she's dressed in her, you know, she has her apron, and she's preparing and cooking. She just, to me, it seems like she's somebody that would be dependable, that would be an achiever, and very practical. The Son of Pentacles, which would be the Knight of Pentacles, and it's about a hard worker, somebody that's steadfast. And so this Hercules image portrayed that to me. And so he has a big boulder, holding it with just one hand. here he has an enemy that's coming behind him, but he's not worried because he could take him on. And then he has even some treasure in his arms. So somebody that could work hard, high productive, this man could do it. For the Queen of Pentacles, I have the Mother. And so here we have somebody that's down to earth, that's generous, that nurture. And to me, this Native American image portrays that. As the Father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, what a better image than to have than this one. And so he basically attracts wealth. He's reliable, he's capable. And so this image was so lovely, so vibrant, that I just had to use it as the Father of Pentacles. Now we're going to start with the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands, I have a startup runner. And so she is getting ready to start. She looks like she's the enthusiasm, she's confident, she's going to take on, and she's getting ready to begin her action. As the Second of Wands, I wanted somebody that's bold, that kind of portrayed personal power and so daring. And so here we have an image that does that. Simple image, but yet powerful statement. As the Three of Wands, you're looking for expansion, to foresight, to explore. And so here with his binocular, he's looking ahead, and he's doing just that. Four of Wands. As the Four of Wands is celebration, is joy. And so this is an image actually of a statue that they sell, and it really portrays that. It portrays joy, freedom, and celebration. The Five of Wands, and it's about disagreement, challenge. And so here we have two people. Maybe they're a couple, maybe they're not. Maybe they're brother, sister, friends, family, anything, anybody that it means to you. And so it portrays a disagreement. It portrays an annoyance. And so this image is very powerful to portray that. Oh, for Six of Wands, it's all about victory and praise. And what a better image than this lovely contestant winner who has her trophy. And I love that her trophy has wings, kind of a fairy, you know, her beautiful crown, her happy face. She portrays somebody that's victorious. And then for Seven of Wands, I got this karate master, and so he is in defense mode. And I love that he's actually in an open area in the beach with the beautiful sea in the back and open sky, and he's very much ready to fight, to be aggressive. As the Eight of Wands, which is quick action, you getting ready to make a move. And so to me, this runner portrays that. The Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is about being aware. And so she has her loop, and she's carefully looking. She's carefully looking looking forward. Maybe the word is not looking forward, but she's definitely looking and being precautious. And then for the Ten of Wands, oh, he is definitely struggling with carrying that load. So he has 3 suitcases on his back, and then another one that he's carrying, and he's just doing too much. You know, he's feeling burdened, and this to me portrays a person that's very much burdened. The Daughter of Wands, which is the Page card, and here we have this lovely image, and she is basically a risk taker. She's somebody that's independent, and you could tell she's a worker. And so this to me was what a Daughter of Wands would look like, somebody that's independent. The Son of Wands, which would be in place of the Knight of Wands. And so we have somebody that's charming, that's adventurous and has self-confidence. And so this image portrays that to me. And he just happened to be on a horse, and of course flowers everywhere. Mother of Wands, which she will be the Queen of Wands. And I was looking for somebody that will portray vibrant, gracious, and appealing. And to me, this image did that for me. The Father of Wands, which will be the King. Aside that he's a hunk, gorgeous body, well built. Basically, he's somebody that's magnetic, powerful. And so he portrayed that for me. Now the Ace of Swords. And so here we have, as a beginning card, it shows I went with something fun. You know, I went instead with an image that maybe might give clarity, discernment. I just went and had fun with this image for the Ace of Swords. The Two of Swords. Speak to the hand, baby. You're blocking feelings there. You're avoiding something. You're in denial. And to me, this image portrays that. Speak to the hand, baby. Okay. Three of Swords. The Heartbreak card. And so not only is there the heart there with 3 swords, actually from each side, but look at her. So we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is about deception and being sneaky, and somebody that lies. And to me, he looks like a sneaky liar, trying to get away. Then we have the Eight of Swords, and so she is basically she's blinded. She's feeling trapped within all the swords. And we have the Nine of Swords. And so she seems like she's overwhelmed, worried, maybe has a little remorse. Okay. And so this one will have to be read this way. This is the Ten of Swords, where he's basically suffering. So in this one, he is being crushed by somebody, foot over his head. That to me portrays the Ten of Swords. Then the Daughter of Swords, and the Daughter of Swords is somebody that is logical and reasonable, and she seems to me like a logical, reasonable person. The Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, and so we have a person that maybe is impatient, incisive, and so he's quick to draw his sword. The Mother of Swords, what a lovely queen she is, and so she does have her sword there, and she is somebody that's no nonsense and direct. And the last card of the deck is the Father of Swords, and as the Father of Swords, he's intellectual, he's just and articulate, and so he even has the swords there, and he has the globe world on his hand. So, and that is the end of these cards, and thank you so much for watching and seeing my limited edition Mystic Flower Tarot personal deck.